What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Buccaneers franchise, episode 26. Yes, 26. And guys, we are coming off of two big wins. We are now sitting at 6-3. We are in first place in the NFC South. So all we have to do is maintain at this point. We're getting hot at the right time, going into week 12 or week 11, I should say. And we have the San Francisco 49ers coming to town for a big matchup. Some added intensity to this game because, as you guys know, our quarterback Trey Lance was drafted by the 49ers very early. They gave up a lot to get him, and then they gave up on him. And this year in real life, he was traded to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th-round pick. In our world, he was traded to us for, I believe it was like a 4th-round pick or something along those lines. It wasn't much different than what the real life trade was, but we gave him the starting job. Has he earned it yet? I don't know. He's starting to convince me a little bit for like the long haul, but this is a revenge game for him, going up against the team that gave up on him, and he's got him in his home stadium. Can he be the guy we need, the guy we've seen the last couple weeks? While his stats have not been great, his play has allowed us to play well and get the wins that we've gotten. Sometimes the stats are not the thing that you need to look at, and I will give it to him. Even though last week his stats were sort of rough, it was a big help to the game. Now, of course, Rashad White was a huge reason that we won that game, but Trey Lance did give us the ability to keep the ball moving. This week, before we get to the game, we get to choose our focus players and, of course, look more at some of the college players. We won't know more about them until week 14, because they do one player each week, so we won't have all of them unlocked until week 14. But I really want to know these quarterbacks, because I'm still not convinced of Trey Lance as the future quarterback or future franchise quarterback of this franchise. We also have a prospect spotlight to look at from our general manager, so let's take a look at that. We may want to take a deeper look at strong safety Greg Jenkins. He's been standing out from other prospects in terms of his football IQ. All right, so I'm probably not going to choose him for one of our players, but we can at least take a look at his player card here. Here's Greg Jenkins. He's 5'11", 210 pounds. He is a zone safety, which is something I've been looking for out of Army. And his physicals, wow, what in the world is this? He has no good ratings anywhere in the physicals department. The best is his strength, which is solid to good. And his skills, F injury, yeah, no. Why would you tell me to look at this guy, man? I think we need a new GM, guys. This guy is off his rocker right now, telling me to look at this guy. All right, well, that was a waste of time. Now let's go and check out here the quarterbacks. And this is what I really want to look at. We could get Everett Roper, Tyler Chambers completely unlocked this round. Part of me, I want to get Julian Magana unlocked as well. I'm just not sure. Oh, I just noticed that Chambers actually moved up. Yeah, he was the 4th quarterback. Now he is quarterback 1. I wonder if there's a story that I missed. So I just checked. There's no new stories for the quarterbacks or anybody in general, actually. That has really gone away a lot, guys. Have you noticed that? Let me know down below. In your franchise, have you noticed that the scouting stories are just few and far between this year? Ever since they changed to this new UI, it's almost like you never get prospect storylines, which is really irritating. I like them. I always like to use them in my franchise stories here, and I also just like to use them in my own time. But I just noticed that there's like rarely ever any, except for at the end of the year with like the awards, but nothing throughout the season, which I don't know, sort of bothers me a little bit. But anyway, Tyler Chambers has moved up to the 3rd quarterback. We can get him and Everett Roper both 100% completed and know what their talent is. So I think for sure we are going to go and select them. And now, do I want to do a quarterback right away? Or do I want to do another position? Because last year what I did with a couple of these guys is I unlocked one of them, and then based off of their ratings, I think I did this with, I sort of did this with the receivers when I was deciding between Wharton and, oh crap, what's dude's name? The other receiver, the guy that's on the Giants. I can't think of his name right now. It's bothering me so much. But anyway, when I was looking, Danny Mason, there it is, Danny Mason. When I was deciding between Mason and Wharton, I looked at where Mason's ranking was, and then I looked at his abilities, like his actual grades, and I saw that Wharton's grades were very similar, if not better in some categories, and that made me decide to take him over Danny Mason. Now, We still don't know what Wharton's development trait is, but we know Mason's an X factor, and it helped me get one of the best players in the draft. So what I'm thinking is if I go with Roper and Chambers at quarterback, get both of those unlocked, I can use their unlocks to sort of try and decipher what a guy like Magana and Stevens is going to have for a final talent, so I don't have to waste all of my upgrades on just the quarterbacks. That would allow us to go and look at some of the other positions that I may be looking at in round 1. Because like I said, we don't know. Maybe Trey Lance balls out the rest of the season, and I don't want to change him at quarterback, and I just want to re-sign him. That is still a possibility. So who else could be a guy that we could look at? Javon Jones is a guy that I really like at defensive end as a potential guy that could sort of be an in-between player for us, outside and inside, depending on formation and situation. And we only have 50% of him unlocked. But if I can unlock a little bit more and I like what I see, I can then unlock the rest of them the next round in the offseason, and I can know exactly what he's worth. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do both those quarterbacks, and then we're going to do Javon Jones here. So that'll be 3 of 3. So as a recap, Everett Roper, Tyler Chambers, and Javon Jones to unlock 30% of their grade. All right, there we go. So we have our guys chosen. Let's take a quick look at this players ready to negotiate tab again and just sort of revisit everything now that the season has started to pick up a little bit. We're starting to get into a groove. We know Tristan Wirfs does not want to re-sign with us, but I think we all agree that we are definitely going to be franchise tagging him in the offseason. I just can't let him go. And if I can't come to an agreement with him next year, we're going to trade him for a haul and a half. I'm telling you that right now. Trey Lance, jury's still out. Levante David, I would like to bring him back, but it's got to be the right price, and I got to see his regression roll first before I make a decision. Ryan Jensen, same with him. I'm not even sure if he stays or if he retires, but if he does, if he does stay, it's the same thing as David. I got to see what his role is on regression, and I got to see what he's asking at the end of the year. Zonovan Knight, a decent running back that I might consider bringing back since Sean Tucker's being such a little punk and not really wanting to negotiate. I will try to negotiate with Sean Tucker one more time, but if I can't get him to go, I'm probably going to go back to Zonovan Knight and see if we can bring him back. He's just a decent running back to have. He's young. We can mold him a little bit more. Yeah, speaking of that, let's try and see if we can sign Sean Tucker. So I still feel like the team-friendly deal is not a bad option here. If I go 1 year, he's asking for 3.5. So if I offer him that, but in a 1 year deal, so let's just say 3.7, right? 1 year, 3.7. I don't think that's a bad deal. He's getting what he wants per year. It's a 1 year deal, and we can see what happens after that. Let's see if he'll take that. Okay, so he is still being a punk about it. Now, if I go here and Zonovan Knight is willing to take a 1 year deal for 4, because he's a better running back ratings wise. I don't know if Sean Tucker's gonna be back, guys. Let's see. Yep, Zonovan Knight gets it. Zonovan Knight is our running back 3. Sean Tucker, you can go to free agency. That's irritating, but it is what it is. And then the rest of these guys, I'm not too concerned about. Jermaine Johnson, I doubt I'm going to accept his option just because of the fact that he's not going to be worth that much, 10 million. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I'd rather negotiate with him next year and see how things play out there. And most of these other guys are just last-second decisions, nothing that's really going to impact the team. So that is the final recap, I think, of the season for re-signing. So the 49ers, of course, are led by Brock Purdy. He is a 79 overall. He is sitting at star dev. So really, him and Trey Lance are not that far off when it comes to overall skill and where they're at in their career. Christian McCaffrey, of course, still a superstar. Or actually an X Factor, I should say. No, he is a superstar. He's not even an X Factor. Interesting. Kyle Juszczyk is here. Wide receiver room looks sort of the same. A couple of new faces. Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, of course, are the starters. They brought in Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the former Chief. They drafted Juan Cousins at wide receiver. Danny Gray and Ronnie Bell are still here as well. So I'll go through and make sure that these guys have proper numbers and stuff. 86. He's not wearing 86. Come on now. George Kittle, still the man at tight end. The offensive line. Oh, okay. So, offensive line not looking very hot right now. Wow. 72 left tackle, 77 left guard, 76 center, 75 right guard, and 70 right tackle. Okay, so definitely not a strong suit of theirs anymore. Jamie Roper was the 20th overall pick of this past draft, and he is a beast. He is an X factor. 6'4", 269. That's a great fit for them too. 86 finesse already, 85 speed, 89 excel. He is a beast on the edge. And then you pair him with Nick Bosa, and of course the 49ers are going to always have a super good pass rush unit. In the middle, they have Javon Hargrave and Eric Armstead still. Tyus Bowser is their starter on the outside. Wait. Fred Warner in the middle. And then Dre Greenlaw on the outside. So they have their two guys. Greenlaw and Warner, of course, are the starting linebackers. I'm not sure where Bowser fits into that. I'm assuming somebody like D. Winters or maybe even McMillan steps in when they're in their base set, because we know that they run a 4-3. They do not run a 3-4. And then at corner, Charvarius Ward is their leader. Diamador Lenore is the second corner. Isaiah Oliver, Delvin Branch, ooh, a rookie, look at that. So Delvin Branch was their 4th round pick. That's a pretty good find for the 4th round, 75 overall. He is 23, he's normal dev. They also have Daryl Lutter Jr., Ty Terry as well. Tracy Walker, the 3rd, is their starting free safety, but I have a feeling, that Daryl Turner is actually the starter. So Daryl Turner was drafted in the 3rd round. He is a hidden dev prospect. I wonder if he's starting over Walker because he's a bridge player, or if they have Walker starting anyway. And then they have Talanoa Hufanga starting at strong safety, and they have Jair Brown. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So they have a really deep safety room. Wow. Not a single safety, even the backups below a 75. That is pretty nice to have. And that brings us to the weekly strategy. This is going to be an interesting one because the 49ers definitely have the strength up front for the run game. So I feel like we definitely have to focus on the run. And the 49ers like to run zone, but it looks like they are leaning a lot more towards the inside. So this week we're going to go with the inside run approach. I've been trying to do half pads for the most part of the season because the fatigue sort of keeps setting in a little bit. I'm a little concerned with going full pads right now because normally towards week 11, week 12, week 13, you'll get hit with a really big stamina decrease if you go full pads. So I'm going to stick with half pads this week. And then on the other side, I feel like blitz counter might be the best move this week with Bosa on one end, Roper on the other, the rookie, and then Hargrave in the middle. We know that the 49ers love to blitz. I think it would be best for us to go with blitz counter this week, and it might help us out in the pass game as well, considering they are 32nd in pass coverage defense. That is very unlike the 49ers. And then the weekly game plan. I think this is a good one. 2 passing touchdowns. Actually, yeah, let's go for 2 passing touchdowns. We'll leave it there. Defensively, I'm not expecting us to allow 10 points or less. I'm going to go 20 points or less for a goal. Offensively, 350 plus is a good spot to be at, I think. And then for the head coach goal, we got to try and keep possession. I feel like that's going to be the key to winning this game, is maintaining possessions, maintaining drives, and running the clock down and controlling the narrative. So we're going to go for 15 plus first downs. All right. You guys know the drill. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take care of the mini games. I'm going to take care of the pads I'm going to take care of the gear and everything on the players that have joined the 49ers. And then I will see you guys for the game. Here we are. Rachaad White last week, 19 carries, 185 yards and a touchdown. He was on fire. This week, we welcome in the San Francisco 49ers. A tough matchup, a revenge game for Trey Lance, but also a statement game for us, I think. Even though the record maybe doesn't say it, this is one of the best teams in the league. And we are on sort of a roll right now. If we can get another win today against a team like the 49ers, I think that really sets us apart in the NFC going towards the latter part of this season and, of course, towards the playoff run that we're looking to have. And here comes Trey Lance. Like I said before, this is a vengeance or revenge game for Trey Lance, the team that gave up on him, traded him away after putting so much stock in him and never really giving him an opportunity. Here it is, 1st and 10. We're going to start in the pistol. Hand off to White, right up the gut. He sprints through the line, and he'll get 6. 2nd and 4, hand off again to White, and White pushing the pile forward for 5 more and a 1st. Lance throwing for the first time, and he finds James Blake over the middle in double coverage for 19 yards and a 1st down. That was a good throw, gave James Blake an opportunity to go up and make a play. It'll get us across midfield. Back to the pistol look, back to Rachaad White, and he's going to fall forward for 4. So far, so good. Offense clicking right now. Lance going to throw it for the 2nd time. Over the middle to Godwin. He's got him down to the 26. 2nd straight pass. Lance looking short for Godwin. He's got him. That one goes for 6 yards. Nothing too crazy, but we keep the positive vibes going here for this offense. 3 split to the right. Lance looking right side. He's got Watkins on a short in route and another 1st. Marching right down the field on our opening drive. Samuel checks in at running back. And we're going to go to him right up the gut, and he's got another nice run. That one for 6. It appears the 49ers are not ready for what we're bringing. 2nd and 4. Lance steps up out of the pocket, and he slides down at the 6. I thought he could have got a couple more, but I think he was just a little too worried about what that defense was going to do to him if they got a hit on him. So he slides down, 3rd and 3. And Lance pushed out again. And this time, though, he's going to go straight to the end zone for the touchdown. Doing it with his legs, and he'll get us on the board 1st. So the 2nd drive was a very quick 3 and out. So we're back on offense. It's a handoff to White. He gets outside. He's got blockers, and he's got a path out to midfield. Starting off right where he left off last week. 4 carries, 30 yards. Go right back to him. That time, though, the 49ers defense did not budge. They're going to get him for a gain, well, no gain, actually. 2nd and 10. It was Fred Warner who clogged up the lane and made the play. And now over the middle, a quick one. It's Warner again. He hits James Blake, and Blake doesn't know he's injured yet. And he just figured it out and heads to the sideline. That's the 2nd time James Blake has gotten hurt so far this season. Hopefully it's nothing serious. 3rd and 6. Lance takes the drop back, lets it go short for Otten, who makes the catch and has just enough for the 1st down at the 39-yard line. Another handoff for White. He gets outside, he's got the speed, and he's down inside the 25. Rachaad White is so good. This offensive line doing such a great job this season. 47 yards on the day already. He'll hand it off again, and Nick Bosa says no thank you, a loss of 1. They're going to need Bosa to come through. Same with Hargrave, their main D tackle. They need these guys to step up today because we have been able to run the ball very easily all season long. And what a play. That was a big play right there by the corner. I'm not even sure who that was, but wow, he shut that down very well. 3rd and 11. He was looking for Wharton. Lance steps up. He needs 11. Nowhere to go with the ball. He's going to throw it away, and we're going to have to take the 3 points. So yet another short drive for San Francisco. We find ourselves 1st and 10 from our own 37. Up by 10. Handoff. And there goes Samuel off the right side across midfield. We are running the game plan that the 49ers wanted to run against us much better. Here we go. Quick throw underneath. Got Godwin and a short gain of 2. Lance takes a drop back. He's looking deep down the right side, and it is caught by Wharton. Somehow he dragged his feet down. There was 3 defenders all over him. I gotta see this. Does he actually make this catch? Oh my God, I don't know if he does. I can't tell. There's so many people around there. They were not gonna get a challenge though. No challenge on the play. It's a first down for Wharton. We got it at the 12. Lance lets it go outside. Wharton with the catch again down to the 7. Lance to throw it again. He's under pressure. He gets out of the pocket, lets it go. He's got Wharton a 3rd time in a row down to the 2-yard line. That was some great job maneuvering around, finding some passing lanes, and delivering a good ball. 1st and goal from the 2. Handoff. No, it's a play action. And they did not fall for that one. Tracy Walker comes through on the blitz, and it's going to be a loss of 8. Yeah, I feel like we should have just handed that ball off. Anytime you try to do play action down low, they're so committed to the run. The chance of none of them sticking with the quarterback is slim to none. And we'll give it back to Rachaad White, who takes it back to the 6, so we'll get 4 of those yards back. But now we need a good play here. 3rd and goal from the 6. Lance to the end zone. Incomplete. Godwin, who's normally so sure-handed, could not hold on through traffic that time. And we're going to have to settle for our 2nd straight field goal to make it a 13-0 game. Here we go. McClellan puts it up, and it's good. San Francisco needs something. They're down by 2 scores. Haven't been able to get much going on offense since the opening drive that stalled out after a few firsts, and they're going to start this one with just as bad of a play. A loss of 2. Frankie Louvu over there covering McCaffrey in the flats. Going to be leading up 2nd and 12. Play action. Purdy pushed out. Everybody's back there, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson, the first one to make contact. Him, David, Vea, everybody was there, and we're going to get a huge defensive sack. Going to push them all the way back to the 6, and now 3rd and 22. They need an enormous play. Purdy under pressure again, and he throws it away just in time. And we are going to get another punt. This defense is feeling it right now. After the backed up punt, we get the ball back at the 43 of San Francisco, and we have a chance to put this game away early. And look, guys, I thought the same thing. I went and checked. The stamina is not being affected right now. No player is low on stamina, which is resulting in poorer play. Oh my God, big play there by the defender. We were looking to take the top off, and it's actually the rookie Devin Branch who makes the stop. 3rd and 7. But yeah, no progressive fatigue issue right now from what I'm seeing, as Wharton makes yet another huge grab down to the 29. 4 catches, 53 yards for the rookie, as he continues to show why we wanted to move up and make the trade to get him. 1st and 10 from the 29. Here we go. Lance looking over the top, and that time Hufanga almost gets the interception. Play action to White. Lance over the top again, that time looking for Watkins, but he's unable to connect, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. He started off really good, but now 11 of 17, 11 of 18. Defense starting to try to make things a little bit more difficult. Same play action. Lance fires a beautiful throw over the middle to Wharton, and we are going to go up big here, 20-0. I thought he was dead to rights in the backfield from Nick Bosa, but he steps to the left, fires an off-target throw, or an off-scheduled throw, an absolute bullet over the middle to Wharton, who is streaking up the seam for an easy touchdown. 49ers looking for something. This game has gone completely sideways They're down 20-0 with 5.5 to go in this first half as McCaffrey takes it for no gain. The passing game has been abysmal for them. The run game had a decent start in the first play, or the first drive, but ever since then, this offense has not been able to muster up anything. You see the stat there. Brock Purdy, 6 of 12 for 7 yards passing. It's been a very rough day. 3rd and 6. Purdy with the drop back, and he goes down again. Frankie Louvu off the edge. And this defense, man, is it tough right now. We start the ball, or the drive, with the ball at the 45. And Rachaad White just doing things that I don't know why I'm surprised, but another huge run, juking a defender out of his shoes, gets it down to the 40. And this offense right now, this whole team is just feeling the momentum, I think, from the last few weeks. It has been an incredible turnaround for us. A gain of 2 that time. Rachaad White trying to get through the traffic, but Warner had other plans. Anytime we try to go over the middle, it seems as if they've been pretty good about stopping it. As Lance over the middle again, this time to Watkins, and he's got another completion. Lance pushed out of the pocket, fires it deep to the end zone, and it's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. If they score another touchdown here, my gosh. Nope. Oh, man. He tried to fit it into a very tight window. It did not go according to plan. 3rd and 10. 49ers defense, bend, don't break mentality starting to come into play here a little bit. And they'll get the sack to finish it off. It's Brown. I think that's the safety I mentioned earlier, the strong safety, who's, I think he might be getting some playing time. And he will force yet another field goal from us. That was a good defensive drive by the 49ers. Even though they gave up a couple of plays early on, they stuck to it. They get the stop and stop the bleeding to some degree. 23-0. 1:57 left in the first half. Purdy. Oh my God, he got Ayuk. Ayuk. Oh my God, he's gone. What a turn of events for the San Francisco 49ers. He was, what, 1 of 7 or some crap like that for 7 yards passing. And in one play, he finds Brandon Ayuk streaking down the right sideline wide open in a cover 2 look. He gets Ryan Neal creeping into the middle, and they're going to score. 1 play drive to finally get on the board and try to undo the craziness that has happened in this first half. That was the most needed touchdown I've seen so far in this franchise. 23-7. 1:44 left. And we're going to try to make a play ourselves. As Watkins using his speed to get in that soft spot of the zone. And Lance able to find him for a quick shot of about 20 yards. Lance going to throw it again. Push out of the pocket. Throws it short. It's incomplete. Nice job of the defense there. 2nd and 10. Outside throw. And it's completed to Wharton. A gain of 7. Still have not used any of our timeouts. If we can convert here, we have a chance to put even more points on this board before the halftime break. And we're going to get a chance to try that anyway. Wharton, I swear to God, it's like his 12th catch. 7, okay, well, close enough. 98 yards in this first half of play. Lance with a quick drop back, push out of the pocket. Looking for Watkins, found him. Moving down the field, we just used our first timeout. Here we go. Lance, a bullet to Watkins again, down to the 10. Can we put up 30 in one half? Trey Lance has the ball. Pushed out, lets it go to White. And what a good job. Open field play. And we're going to have to burn. No, we're not. We're going to go for one more play? No way. Okay. We call our last timeout. And we're going to take the points and head to halftime with a 26-7 lead. Seems a little bit like overkill, but we also did not receive first. So we are going to get to open up this second half with the ball. And right away, taking a shot, and he overshoots Quez Watkins. Dang it, man. That would have been an incredible play, but Lance overthrowing Watkins outside just by a couple of steps. 2nd and 10. And Lance, no, not like this, man. Lance throws a missed throw on first, and then throws an interception directly to Charvarius Ward on 2nd down. Purdy now with the chance, looking deep, and we almost get it right back, but Davis can't bring it down. Dude, that would have been so incredible. But he can't make the catch. 2nd and 10. Purdy with another opportunity, goes underneath the McCaffrey, and he'll get 8. 3rd and 2. A quick slant route gets him the first down. Ayuk over the middle. They'll bring out the big set here on first, but they're going to throw out of it. Purdy looks right, and he's got a man on the outside. It looks like one of the tight ends is Warner for a short gain of 4. But now with that interception and how they closed out the first half, if they can get a touchdown here, this is still anybody's ball game. And oh my God, he misses Samuel. That would have been an easy touchdown, but he overthrows it. Similar to that of Lance on the last drive. 3rd and 6, looking for the screen. They've got it, and McCaffrey gets the first. And oh no, McCaffrey is down. That is not good for the San Francisco 49ers. He is heading to the locker room, which means it's going to be Elijah Mitchell and Jordan Mason, I believe, the other 2 running backs. 1st and goal. They'll hand it off, and I don't know what Mason was doing there. He sort of hesitated. I don't know if he was trying to find a lane, but Winfield Jr. came through, brings him down for a loss of 1. You have to expect if that was McCaffrey, he's probably hitting the lane hard and getting a couple of yards out of it. Purdy, end zone, Kittle for the touchdown. And the Niners take a couple of extra plays, but they get it done. And now they will bring themselves back within 2 scores. All right, so we ended up having to punt on that drive. First one of the day. And now the Niners have the ball back. And right away, Purdy going over the top for Brandon Ayuk. And he finds him all the way across midfield to the 48. 4 catches, 116 yards. Ayuk, I swear to God, has 90% of the yards that Purdy has thrown for. Let's see, 116 yards for him. What does Purdy have right now? It's going to show us, right? 1st and 10. Purdy pushed out of the pocket, throws it away just in time. 158. So he has 116 of the 158 yards that Brock Purdy has thrown for. Wow. Okay, 2nd and 10. Another quick throw to Kittle. And a completion. It's only going to go for 1. Ryan Neal doing a good job in space to bring down the big tight end. And now it's another 3rd and long. Purdy under pressure. Fires it off. Wow, that was such a good throw. He was falling backwards, off balance, and just fires a line to Kittle for the first. Looks like Mitchell's still in the backfield. No sign of McCaffrey quite yet. They're going to hand it off to him for the first time. He cuts it up inside, slips off a few tackles, and finds his way for 5 yards. Not a bad first carry. A touchdown on this drive, and man, it's like that whole first half of work just goes right out the window. Play action. Goes right back to Mitchell in the flats and hits him for 3. High formation on 3rd and short. They're going to throw out of it again. Looking outside for Kittle, and he's not going to get it. Just short, and now it's decision time. I almost feel like you just take the points. No, they are not going to. They're going to go for it. 4th and inches. Handoff. Use check, and he uses his power to push forward for the 3 yards they needed. Well, the inches they needed, but he'll get 3. 49ers want a touchdown here. Get them back within a score in this game. Purdy. Push backwards right into Luvu and Johnson. That's a big play from the defense. A big response after giving up the last couple of drives. Let's see if we can keep the pressure on. Purdy looking, and he misses Samuel again. He hasn't been able to connect with him since the first drive of the game. He missed that touchdown on the last drive to him, and now there he was open, just off target again. 3rd and 21, looking for the screen, and he's got it, but it will not be anywhere near enough for the first down, and now they're going to have to take the 3 points. All right, so we opened up the second half with not very good play. Here we are, 3rd drive of this quarter. We're going to start with a handoff to White, and White gets shut down. A gain of 1. Nice job of the 49ers. He had a very good first half. I'm assuming they're going to want to try to shut him down this half, of course. Lance over the middle. He throws another one. Again to Ward over the middle. And Ward is shading underneath on the receiver. You just can't throw those, man. There's no pressure. There's no reason to throw this ball outside of just not making a good decision. And now we're going to go back on defense after giving up how many points in this second half? And San Francisco has got all the momentum right now. Mitchell up the middle, down to the 31, a gain of 9. Purdy starting to feel it again. There's no way we're about to melt down in this second half. We can't let it happen. Defense needs to make a stand here. Play action. Purdy looking short. He's got Mitchell in the flats. Easy first down and a gain of about 11. Purdy again. Right side. Kittle got him for 6. No, that was Mitchell. I'm sorry. Purdy to the end zone. And it is caught by Kittle. He goes up, and that's just a mismatch. Winfield covering Kittle. And that is an easy touchdown for Brock Purdy and company. And now the 49ers have clawed their way back, down by 20 points, and are now going to kick this extra point to make it a 2-point game in just 1 quarter. Trey Lance has melted in this 3rd quarter. 2 interceptions, and has allowed San Francisco to get back in this game. We need something here. Handoff to White, and that is shut down after 2. You can just feel the difference, even in the crowd, just everything. And it's now of like, how are we going to get out of this? We feel like we're losing at this point. Handoff, White up the middle, and he's only able to get a few more. 14 for 77. But keep in mind, he was close to 50 with like 8 carries earlier this game. Lance hesitating, throws it over the middle, and he throws it only to the defenders of the 49ers. There wasn't a buck in the vicinity of that throw, and we're going to have to punt it. All right, here we go, back on defense. And Samuel finally able to get a catch. First one since the first drive. Now the 49ers did have a huge play to end the first half, but we drove right back down the field and put up 3 points. It's really been the absolute just implosion of Trey Lance's play that has put the 49ers in this situation. 2 straight interceptions on our side of the field, giving them short field position. Oh my God, and there goes Mitchell. First down. I mean, if we let a score happen, regardless if it's a field goal or a touchdown, we lose the lead. That is insane. There goes Mitchell outside. We shut that down. Another handoff for Mitchell. That time he's got more room, and he's down to the 40. And now the lanes that weren't necessarily there for them early on are starting to open up as this defense has been on the field for almost the entirety of the second half. They've got to be getting tired. Another handoff, but Vea comes through and shuts it down. Big stop. A loss of 2 for Jordan Mason, who has not been able to get a positive yard yet today. Purdy over the middle, finding Kittle, and he's just shy of the first. The ball is pretty much across the first down marker already, and that easy completion to Kittle gives them that fresh set. Yeah, I mean, this point, like I said just a few plays ago, this defense has got to be tired. They have had barely any rest this entire second half, and the 49ers know it, and they are doing everything to keep them on their toes, to keep them moving, and now the run game's starting to come alive. Another one to Mitchell, a huge blocking lane outside, and he's got another first down. 8 carries, 53 yards. In the absence of McCaffrey, they have been able to sustain what they wanted to do. They were not able to do because of how poorly the first half went. Now Purdy's going to run with it, sliding down at the 7. Defense needs to make a play. Mitchell with the handoff outside, and Neal trying to punch that ball out was unable to do so. We got him in another third down. But man, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Purdy, end zone, touchdown. Brandon Ayuk again. This extra point will give them a 4-point lead with 6:08 to go in this fourth quarter. What a turn of events this has been. Well, somehow, some way, we're down, and we need something crazy to happen here. Otten on the catch, as we still have seen no signs of James Blake. 2nd and 4. Trey Lance has thrown this game away for us. Now we need him to get it back. Lance pushed out. He's going to take off. He finds some space, and he's brought down at the 38. First down, we'll take it. That's like a first conversion we've had, I think, this second half. 5 minutes to go and ticking. Samuel in the backfield. Hand it off to him. And the 49ers cut it down after 3. They're not giving up much at all on the ground right now. They're doing exactly what they want. They want Lance to win this game. There goes White, trying to get past the first line of defense. But Hufanga comes up, makes the stop after a few. 3rd and 5. Pistol look here. Stack formation to the left. Lance takes the snap. Looking right, got Godwin, and he's got a first. Huge conversion there. We needed that one, and now the crowd is starting to get back behind this team. 3.5 and ticking. We're at the midfield marker. Lance, another quick one to Otten. He gets the catch, and he gets it for 8 yards. Got to keep the pedal to the metal here. Keep it moving. Draw them back up front here with these short passes, and then take a shot over the middle. Another short one. Otten can't hold on. Greenlaw, the one in the coverage that knocks it out. Now it's 3rd and 2. Lance takes the snap over the middle, and it's dropped. So that drive, that punt that we just did, this defense needs a huge stop right now, because if they can get 2 first downs, this game is over. Purdy outside. Here it is. 2 minutes left. 2nd and 6. Handoff. Mason. Nowhere to go. He'll lose 1. We use our first timeout. We need a stop here. We need a stop here. Purdy's going to throw it. Looking for the dagger. Out of the pocket. He's going to throw it away. And the defense will get that stop. And now it is on Trey Lance. 1:47 to go. 2 timeouts. We start from our 33. He threw this game away. Now it's time for him to get it back. Lance underneath to White, incomplete. We need something more than that. I'm actually happy he dropped that. We need more than 4 yards right now. We don't have time to be playing around with this check down stuff. Come on, Lance. We saw you taking shots earlier today. We need to find a way to do it now, and that is not what we needed. Oh my God, this guy has just turned into a completely different player this half. Come on, Lance. What are you doing? And now the whole game is on the line here. 4th and a miracle needed right now. Play action. Lance fires it deep. He's got Watkins down the sideline. 20, 10, gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I can't believe it. Trey Lance, with everything against him, 4th and 20, finds Watkins all alone on the left sideline, and we are going to go up big late in this game. What a turnaround on that drive, and Trey Lance is pumped. We're going to go for 2, make it a 3-point game. This is the smart decision. Hand off to White, nobody there. Wow, this game took a completely different turn. And now it's back on the 49ers. They have all 3 timeouts though, and 1:18 to work with. Purdy takes the snap over the middle quickly. Oh my God, what a hit by David. Knocks the ball loose. That was a humongous hit. Purdy calling audibles. Samuel moving around the formation. Got to keep an eye on him. He's matched up with Ryan Neal. Purdy steps up. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to slide at the 34, and they'll force to use a timeout. That's a good play for us. 3rd down. Purdy with a quick one over the middle. It's Kittle again. They will get the 1st down, but the clock is running. Now under a minute. Purdy. Oh my gosh, again a short one to Kittle. They cannot keep taking those kind of plays though, because now they have to burn their 2nd timeout, and they're not even to midfield yet. They're at the 49. Purdy takes the snap, pushed out of the pocket, throws it short. He's got Samuel, and Samuel down to the 44. And now they are right on the cusp of field goal range with 28 seconds and ticking left. Purdy push backwards. We can't get to him, and he finds Elijah Mitchell to the 41. But they have to call the timeout, and now it all comes down to this. It's gonna be a super long field goal. We're gonna use our last timeout to freeze it. This is gonna be a 59-yard attempt. 58, I should say. Wow, what a long field goal this is. 58 yards to push it to overtime. The kick is up. He's got the leg, but it's off the upright. And we are going to walk out of here with a tremendous come-from-behind victory. I can't believe that this game took the turn that it did. But we will get the win, even how ugly it was, and move ourselves to 7-3 on the season. One kneel down here will end it. A tremendous bounce back after the horrible implosion from this offense gets the job done, and Lance gets his revenge win against his former team. What a way to finish this day. Trey Lance having an absolutely up and down day, but he delivered in the end. 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 76.3 rating. Not the best day for him, but I mean, this is why I am so torn on if Trey Lance is the future of this team, because he'll give us a first half like he just did, and then he'll give us what he did at the end of the game, but he also will give us what we saw before that last drive. Not being able to make good decisions, feeling the pressure before it's even there, throwing errant throws into coverage, and almost costing it. Like, we had a 20-point lead at some point in this game, guys. We had a 20-point lead, and we lost it all because of Trey Lance. Like, yes, I know the defense didn't help us in those situations, but you guys understand how this football stuff works. If you start giving the defense a short field to have to work against, and you don't sustain drives, they're going to be tired. The momentum is shifting, so the other team is feeling it, and it leads to bad things regardless of if your defense is good or not. And that's what happened in this game. So this was a very rough game for Trey Lance, and it just goes to show why I wanted to spend our points on a quarterback, because I never know what we're getting out of this guy. Even the run game didn't do the best. I mean, we averaged 5 yards a carry, but Rachaad White didn't get to 80. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I simmed to the next week so I could see what the full potential of Everett Roper is. And here it is. He is a solid round 1 talent. We know that based off of the mock drafts that he is not going to be going in the top 15. He might not even go until the end of the first round, which also means that we have a chance to get him. And look at these skills now. Now we have it all unlocked. We have A's in deep accuracy, throw under pressure. We have B's in awareness, break, sack, medium, short accuracy. And then we have C's in play action, throw on the run, injury. This is a very... This could be a good quarterback, but we also don't know how good of a quarterback he's going to be. We don't know what Tyler Chambers is yet, so we will find that out probably next episode, because I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to end up simming this game because we've already played the Saints just a couple episodes ago. We're on a really good win streak right now. We have a full 2-game lead over the Falcons due to the record and the tiebreaker. And we haven't simmed barely any games this season. We have to do that. I've told you guys this before. We watched a lot of games already, but we have to get through some of them extra fast because I want to get like 5-6 years out of this franchise. And on this pace, we're looking at like 3-4 max. So next episode, we're probably going to do some simming. Not sure if we're going to do 2 games, maybe even 3. I mean, if we go on a good enough streak where we're winning games, I don't see the need to keep watching them. Because then if we win 2 more games, there's like no shot that we miss the playoffs, right? So I'll think on that a little bit. Let me know down below what you guys think of that. And let me know what you guys think about Trey Lance. I mean, does this game sort of tell us what we're going to get out of him regardless of what we do? Is it time for us to move on? Like this game, as much as it almost convinced me he's a franchise guy, also in the 3rd quarter completely convinced me that he just does not have what it takes to be a long-term, consistent winner at the quarterback position. This is a tough one, but this is why I love this stuff, guys. This is some fun stuff to worry about. So let me know what you think down below. As for this video, you guys know it. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already and you're new here, and turn on that bell notification so you know when these videos go out. And I will see you guys next time.